Hi, I am Palashkumar Patel. I am presenting the presentation of EDU434 assessment to building strong collaborative partnership with families and communities. Introduction. Early childhood education requires collaboration with other partners to promote the holistic learning and well-being of the children. This collaboration help utilities, the families, communities, and educators in order to establish inclusive and supportive learning environments in which all children feel welcome. The early years learning frameworks V2.0 defines respect and reciprocal of relationships between families and educators as the respect promoting education of children and making them feel they belong. In the ECEC research point to the fact that partnership enhance communications, coordination of learning objectives, and advance diversity. The importance of collaboration in ECEC. Collaboration in early childhood education and care fosters better relationship between families, educators, and communication and forms basis of inclusive and holistic child development. The involvement of the family strengthens the nations of belongingness to the child as part of learning, which results in social and emotional success. Partnership are one of the main principle of the EYLF, which implies that voices of children and family values are represented in a learning program. National Quality Standards. National Quality Standards is a process that gives guidelines on how to establish the high quality outcomes in the early childhood environment. Quality Area 6 is dedicated to the context of partnership with families and communities that encourage meaningful interaction to promote the inclusion and learning of children. The process of developing such a partnership include the development of open communication and joint decision making between teachers and parents. According to Shelton, community collaboration can be beneficial to professional development and the better service delivery. EYLF V2.0 framework. The early years learning framework can assist educators to support the belonging, being, and becoming of children by promoting family and community collaborations. Its main value including high expectations, equity, and appreciation of diversity. It demonstrates that children prefer to learn in space that are related to their home and culture. Group work provides coherence between school and family's environment and facility trust and mutual understanding. Claim that the quality and relevance of the curriculum are achieved better through embedding the family represent perspective is in planning. Principle of ULF. The ULF principle highlights the establishment of secure, respectful, and reciprocal relationship, building partnership, high expectations, and equity, respecting diversity, and learning and reflective practice. The principle provides teachers with way to establish inclusive and equal experience to all children. Emphasis that mutual respect builds the cultural identity and involvement of children in the activities of families. The joint partnership enables to families to access their knowledge and views of the and to enrich the educational programs. Which this principle, the educator close the cultural divide, earn trust and establish significant relationship there, that can help every child develop holistically a sense of belonging and success in his or her early learning. Practice of EYLM. According to EYLM, the key practice include learning through play, entails teaching cultural, comparative, responsive relationship, and assessment for learning. These are practices based on a good family allies to consult and inform curriculum decisions. In their research center, discovered that community partnerships that are formed through collaborative efforts contribute to teacher effectiveness and professional development and have a direct positive impact on the learning experience of children. Also assert that educational and family responsive engagement and allow quality learning condition through the practices teachers can promote including diversity as well as establish a mutual trust with families establish and shared responsibility toward the well-being of children, their learning and their future development outcomes. Right. Learning outcomes. EYLF provides the learning outcomes that encourage the general development of the children outcomes. One, a stress or a sense of identity which leads to confidence and self-awareness. Our outcome two, stimulate the children to give back to their words and grow to have a feeling of responsibility. Outcome three is aimed at emotional well-being and emotional development, where the children feel supported. Outcome four fosters proper communication, which improves social skills. Finally, outcome five develops learning disposition that would equip children with a lifelong learning partnership that are collaborative are essential in facilitating this resulting through the involvement of the families and communities in the learning process of the child. Mm. Community partnership for health learning. Community partnership offer desirable resources which promote learning and development in the children. As an illustration, the local libraries will provide educational resources that can help maintain literacy. Whereas, the health agencies will also screen children at the at early age to guarantee their health. Inclusivity and diversity, which are provided by cultural organization, also augment the knowledge of children in the world. Local businesses can sponsor educational activities, and with the help of social services, the programs would benefit many families. Supporting diverse families. It is necessary to support diverse different families by understanding and empowering each families facing individual challenges. Communication and support services include translating services and discussing financial issues will make families feel listened to and appreciated. By focusing on the strengths of the family. We are able to capitalize on what the family can bring to it, making the environment for more exclusive. Engaging family in the decision-making process means that their voice will be addressed in the education of their child, thereby making partnership stronger and finally leading to improved learning and development of children. Mm. Strategies for engaging families. The work with families is only possible with a clear and concise communication. Family are kept updated on a regular basis by way of newsletters, emails, and regular meetings. There is also the possibility of greater involvement by communities events like workshops and families days. Parents, teacher conference of give them the opportunity to update regularly on the program of the children. The families are given a voice through feedback mechanism such as surveys and suggestion boxes. Also, it can be important to provide flexibility in the meeting time so that every family is able to take part in the meeting, which will foster inclusivity and active participation of the family in the process of learning and development of their children. Overcoming challenges in partnership. The partnerships require the flexibility and the active communications to be overcome. The barriers that might hinder effective engagement, including language barriers, time barriers, and cultural gaps. Sharing of the flexible time of meeting will ensure that no family is left out. The translation services will assist in the elimination of a language barrier and make the understanding simple. The secret of good partnership is to build a trust through open communication with the partnership. Additionally, cultural competition will enable the educators to educate and value various family demands. This will generate an inclusive environment where every family will feel as the element of the learning procedures and treasure. The role of educator in building partnership. The teachers also help in information of a positive relationship with families. They empower the families and make them active in the education of the child by facilitating open communication Cultural competency also plays a very significant role in understanding the family's dynamic and respecting the background. The support and empathy provides the teachers with a chance to reflect on the family's strengths and provide the particular assistance. The frequent innovations facilitates the family involvement as it gives the facility feeling of belonging and involvement. Professionalism is a key factor in making sure that the relations are not degrading, and this will improve the partnership and impact on the children in a positive way in their learning. Benefit of strong collaborative partners. Close working relationships are a source of numerous advantages that go far beyond the academic success. Such a collaboration also leads to better learning results since the children will get the support they require. They also facilitate at higher level of well-being through emotion and social developments. It is important that the children develop in an inclusive environment that does not discriminate against others based on their culture and backgrounds. Better connection to the community would establish a support system to the families and more importantly, parents will be more engaging in the education of the child. Conclusion and a call to action. Conclusively, it is imperative to establish effective working relationship between the families, community, and educators in order to facilitate learning and development of children. Through this partnership is a setting that foster the development of children in all fields, academic, emotional, and social is achieved. I would like to invite you to use the measures that we have discussed today and implement them in your practice to establish even closer relationship with families and communities. In that way, you will keep adding to the children learning experience of children. I want to thank you, and it was a good experience as well to see you here today. This is references. Thank you.